This is Beer 30 Sports O'Clock. And I'm not going to crack open this gargantuous beer yet. But I am going to tell you a little story. Since it is National Beer Day, should be National Beer Week, I'm gonna celebrate all week. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm gonna have a beer, different kind of beer every day of the week because, like I said, it should be National Beer Week. So anyway, we are going to talk about my trip to Peticolas Brewing to try out their new, just released recently, Belgian Double Room for More. And in this can, it does not sound like there's room for more. But I went there the end of March. Sorry, y'all, been busy. So it's 7.5%. I had it in a glass when I went to go check it out. But all in all, from what I gathered or what I drank when I drank it, it's pretty good out of the glass. But let me tell you about Peticolas a little bit, just a smidgen, right? First off, there's 2 floors. On top, the second floor, there's games, cards, foosball table. I believe there's even a ping pong table. Really wasn't paying attention, I was watching basketball, which brings me to the TVs on the first floor. So there was a bunch of things you could be doing. There's places, there's tables and chairs everywhere. There's TVs with sports on or whatever's on at the current trending thing requested. They don't have a problem with changing the TV. Great beers all on tap. They have a wide variety of things. Like I said, this is the Belgian Double. I've had other Peticolas on this show. Just lost for words here. But yeah, so they had a good selection of brews on tap. They have plenty of seating outdoors as well. So if you want to go out there for like a midday lunch kind of thing or whatever the case may be, you could do that as well. But they don't serve food. That was the only downfall that I saw. But they do allow you to order food in. And you just, you can Uber Eats, DoorDash, Domino's delivery. I think there's a Domino's or a Pizza Hut or something like that pretty close to them. They do allow it. Dogs, things like that. I don't know if you want to eat next to the dogs or whatever, but hey, your choice. Not mine, But now let's get to the most important part, right? What did I think about the beer, the Belgian Double? First off, a little dark for my taste. A little dark for my liking. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not a stout guy, as you guys know, and it always makes me nervous when I see a dark beer. It's a double, Belgian Double, which I've had like tripels on this show and stuff, and I always, double IPAs and all. I always get leery of whenever we start talking about doubles. I tried it. I got 3 glasses in, I'm not gonna lie. I got 3 of the little cute little beer glasses. You drink them, you go back, you can either get it refilled or you can get another one. And just, me personally, I like to keep my own glass. I don't like starting all over again. But the cool thing that I thought set apart Peticolas from all the breweries that I've been to was the fact that they will give you this big ass godforsaken can. It's a quarter of a keg, it's 32 fluid ounces, and it's absolutely dangerous looking, but I'm gonna try it anyway on the show. I want to see if the can held in the flavor and everything to see, but they give you, if you want something in a can and they don't necessarily have it, they'll offer, hey, we can give you a 32 ounce if you want to take it home. Obviously you have to purchase it, but still not bad. If you like something that they just don't sell in a store or a release like this that they haven't figured out yet if they're going to make it in store or keep it in, just strictly on tap. Now, I'm going to see if it's worth putting in a can, because right now I'm a little nervous. Oh, Jesus. Let's fight back. All right. Still with the darkness. Here we go. No, it's still good. All right. I can live with that. All right, good. So if they want to can it, they can. Again, I got this at the end of March. I think it was 3/28 actually. She wrote the date on there. So it is, again, like I said, National Beer Day, National Beer Week. So it's now April. It's not too big of a thing. It's still fresh. It keeps it cold, no filters. It says it all on there. So that is good. And it's called Room for More. So if you go up to Peticolas Brewing, go up there, tell them you want the Room for More, the Belgian double, and tell them that Ziggy sent you, all right? Now, let's get to the news you can booze to. Bruh, holding this can just feels so awkward because I feel like I'm lifting a dumbbell or it's crazy. All right, baseball. It's going crazy. Look, it's back, and it's back in full swing. All puns intended. But new contract alert. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., a.k.a. Vladdy, Big Bag Vladdy, just got a 14-year, $500 million extension. Yes, 14 years. That is insane. All guaranteed because baseball money is always guaranteed. My God, man. It just makes me want to tell all the youngins, listen, basketball is cool. Football is cool. But what about half a billy? What about set up for the rest of your life? All guaranteed. So if you get injured, so if you get, whatever, guaranteed. Ooh, Jesus. All I know is that's crazy. Dodgers are winning. Dodgers are looking like an unstoppable force. Meanwhile, the Yankees are winning and also looking like an unstoppable force. So it's looking very early like we may have that battle soon. Colorado had their pro day. Everyone was going crazy about Shador and the tapping of the ball before throwing it. All the DBs and social media defensive coordinators came out and was talking about how many interceptions he's going to throw. Some DBs were on the side of Shador and saying, man, stop. All the greats, there's a lot of people that pat the ball. The Baker Mayfields, the Tom Brady's. There was a clip going around showing all of it. Listen, do I think it's going to hurt his draft stock? No, it doesn't matter. This pro day was just more so to showcase everybody around him as well so that they also can go up higher. And, if you follow the show, I interviewed a few of the receivers and from the Big 12 pro day and everything like that. So, I do think that they have been handling this draft, process very squad-like, very much so like in a group. If one of them is there, a few of them are there. And that's completely fine. I think that helps the stock of some of them. It may hurt the stock of one or two. Excuse me. My allergies are killing me. Like I said, that's pretty good. But what I do think, though, is that he made some really great throws. I do think that he showed his arm accuracy. He doesn't do anything great yet. Not saying he won't do anything great, but as of right now, they're not showing anything that has... He wasn't showing anything that we all who watched him play didn't already know. He has a good arm, very good accuracy. Strength, there's a little bit of a question mark on it, but I mean, your arm strength would be bad too if you were fucking getting smacked around every time you hike the ball because your offensive line sucked. Excuse me. It happens. All this did, though, was hype up Colorado again more and more and more. And it looks like Bill Belichick is taking the same route. UNC had a special guest, Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne went to visit the campus. He went to see UNC, Bill Belichick. I don't know if he did a performance or he just talked with the team and things like that. But it seems eerily similar to Colorado's run and how Colorado was doing things and everything like that. Listen, I'm not mad at the man. Bill is rewriting his history. Bill is rewriting his legacy, and he has become more on social media, more, with especially with his young girlfriend, like, aka manager. That he has been more vocal and more upfront of but basically coming to the point of like new age. I don't know, not trying to act young, but showing his youth, if you will. I think that he is going the right route as far as with bringing the Little Waynes and posting and doing things and stuff like that. I think he is doing the right thing because the simple fact is that it's going to resonate with some of his students or some of his college athletes, and you're going to have to pull some other people in the transfer portal soon and things like. You're going to have to do. This is good for recruiting, I feel. Look what it's done for Colorado. There are more and more people coming to that program. Deion, Bill is not as loud as Deion, but Bill is moving in that direction, obviously. It works, especially in college football. It works. So we'll see. I still don't think UNC is going to be that great, but it just goes to show that rappers and college athletes, they mix. Listen, but college basketball has come, speaking of college basketball has come to an end. The madness had to stop. I'm sad about it. We'll talk about women's first. Paige and the UConn Huskies. And I don't say that in a disrespectful manner. I do not say that in a disrespectful manner because Ozzy, Sarah are all going to be phenomenal. They are phenomenal now, but they are going to continue to skyrocket and make UConn. That coach Gino, man, I don't know. He's going on a run to be the greatest coach of all time. Say what you want. He's about to go on that run very, 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 very soon. Honestly, if he's not in the argument now, I don't know what you don't watch college basketball. The man had 110 wins consecutive 110 wins before taking an L. GOAT conversation over? I don't know. But anyway, I feel bad for the women over at SC. They did lose badly. It was 20 or 30 point difference. It was bad. It was. The game was not close, not fun to watch, honest. It was fun to watch if you were a UConn fan or a Page fan, which I'm a Page fan. But if I was an SC fan, which I am, I like Dawn. I think Dawn is one of the greatest coaches, one of the greatest coaches in college basketball, women's college basketball for sure. She probably could make a run in men's college basketball for real. But I think she's outstanding. She's an outstanding coach, and I hate it had to happen to her. But Paige, Gino, Ozzy, I think I'm saying it right. Ozzy, Sarah, man, that shit is tough. And here's the thing though, Dawn will be okay because she literally has the ridiculous amount of all-stars on that team, all of which most likely will stay. She has done a great job. There's nothing to hang your hat on to be in the championship right after winning a championship last year. Nothing to hang your head down about. On to the men's. Excuse me. Oof, that's 7.5. On to the men's. First off, I lost the bracket. I have to say that. I was second place though. I was second place. I was very, very fucking close. I lost both my main brackets. I had a third and fourth just because you just do a third and fourth for fun, for the wild shit. But my 2 brackets, the one that I was in competition that I put up a 12-pack for the winner. If anyone could beat me, someone did beat me literally by 1 game, which was the championship game. Florida won. I don't want to say undeservedly so, because that would be unfair. And I will say that Florida did not have the lead for majority of this game. There were only 3 lead changes, I think, in the whole game. And defensively, Houston was they put Clayton in a box. At halftime, Florida had a combined, I think, of 25 points. Clayton had 0 field goals. I think he had 2 points from free throws. I'm sorry. The number 2 guard in the country, or the number 1 guard in the tournament that everybody couldn't stop talking about, was held to 2 points and a half. Crazy. Now he did come on late towards the end of the second half, but it wasn't like they changed their thing and he started going crazy. No. I think he might have had 10 points. Maybe. I'd have to look it up to see, but I don't feel like looking it up. I'm still upset because I have to pay a 12-pack. And I hate losing. I do. I hate losing. Y'all know this. Y'all watch the show. But yeah, honestly, I thought Houston would pull it out. The way that they drew up the play, there was some issues, but I do think that he was doing the point guard that had the ball, I forget his name now, damn. He had a shot, he pump faked and fucked it up, because Clayton, who like I said, was just not having a great game, one of the top fucking point guards out there, he came up on a defensive play. I have to give him that. He came up on a defensive play. Listen, I feel like it was a great game. A lot of people were like talking like it wasn't that great of a game. It was only 60 points from each team. And I'm like, that to me is good college basketball. This is amateur basketball. They're not pros yet. This is the difference between the pros and college. But also in the pros, during the playoffs, the scoring goes down because now everybody slows the game down. And Houston plays very professional style. They slowed the game down. They play great defense, and they score in bunches because of their good defense. I don't know why everybody thought it would be different. You had the number one, and I think the number 2 or number 3 team defensive teams in the final. I wasn't expecting 80 points. I'm gonna be completely honest. I think the over/under was 140 something, and I was thinking under the entire time. Now, I didn't bet on it, but that was for a different personal reason. But I should have. I want to say it wasn't. It was less than 150, but it was right at the cusp of that. And I just don't think people should be upset with that. Like, you got to hang it. That was a very good game. At first I kind of was like, oh, well, Houston's just going to pull away. And then all of a sudden they just start ticky-tack fouls and messing up and foul try. It was a good game. I had to get up and watch. Like, I was laying down thinking like, this is about to be over, and then, oh shit, let me get up. Yeah, like, come on, let's be honest. Anyway, speaking of honesty, I do owe, and I will announce and post the winner of the March Madness bracket tour today. So yeah. Now, it's time for a short beer goggles of the week. Listen, beer goggles of the week it was light this week. It really wasn't crazy. But I don't really know what the hell the Bulls and the Thunder. This has got to be the bench. Gotta be.
Here's a three by Sharp. That is well short.
Good pass.
Giddy to Herter. On the double! It's off the back of the rim.
Oh.
He had 3 dunks a season high the other night.
He cocked that one, too.
Oh, Terry the block on Banton. Now, Herter had 3 jams, a career best the other night.
Good block by Murray.
Murray gets back for the block.
Some athletic plays.
Lob for Sharp. That's over.
What the fuck is going? Even the announcers were laughing like, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, it was bad. And that was Beer Goggles of the Week. It wasn't a lot of crazy shit going on. I could have made fun of Charles Barkley, but too easy. And I could have made fun of Gino, too easy. And Don, but I don't like kicking people out of down, especially not Don. Don's a great coach. And anyway, now it's time for the 6-pack of the week. And I purposely left this out of the news you can booze to because it deserves to be on the 6-pack of the week, because history was made over this weekend, and Ovechkin got the record, and it was just phenomenal.
Try to force it to him if he's open.
Here is Ovechkin. Shoots. He scores. He scores. Number 895.
Man, you just can't, and they kept showing his wife. But at any rate, man, Ovechkin, cheers to you, brother. Broke a record that no one thought would be broken. Wayne Gretzky's still the GOAT of hockey, NHL, or whatever, on ice, because the simple fact is his assist record is still like 1960 something, and there's like another 1,000. There's no way anybody's gonna catch that as of in my lifetime. Maybe whatever. Maybe when I'm old and senile. But my God, man, Ovechkin did it. Now, I had no idea you could do this in a game. The NBA is changing.
Miles missed it intentionally because he wanted a hammer.
Yo, I don't think he missed that intentionally. I think he just, that was bad, and he just caught it and just did what he could. But, man, that was crazy. Now we got a no-look Luka.
Doncic, here he goes with the defender on his hip. Goes all the way out. What is that pass to Vincent? Paid off, Gabe.
Luka's last assist. Look at this. Goes up and then whoop. He knows where Gabe is all the time over the top there. And Gabe says, I'll get you the assist. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry. What? Man, that trade is looking worse and worse every day. Sorry, Mavs. But yeah, Jaylen Brown. Next up, man, fourth is my man Jaylen Brown, who's been on a hell of a run, doing interviews with 19 Keys and some other, and Gilly, and $1 million worth of $1 million worth of game, and man, he has been on a tear.
5 on the timer. Beal got his hand on another ball. He's got to just fire it. Brown. Oh! Take a bow. go, JB.
Man, that was a moon ball. JB just threw it as high as he could. That's just something impossible. Jaylen Brown up against the shot clock. A moon ball. Off the glass. Celtics up by 7.
Oh my God, that was a moon ball. That's such, oof. And even though Houston lost, I do want to give them a big shout out to this comeback, because this was on the 6-pack. This was already on the 6-pack before the final. Houston versus Duke was a good game. No, but again, number 1 defense versus number 1 offense. And you already know who wins championships. Usually, who wins championships.
Now it's Flag. Makes his move. Flag. Back in. Flag. Short. Rebounded by Houston. You got a foul. Got a foul. 3.4 when they called the foul. There's 2.5. And Houston.
Do you foul right away on the pitch?
Long one. James. Knocked away. Knipple. Back outside. Proctor tosses it up. It's no good. The dream remains alive for the Houston Cougars.
Listen, they came back with only 33 seconds left on the game, and they had your boy Cooper Flag flustered during that run. And man, listen, Cooper Flag is going to be a number 1 pick if he goes. He's still one of the greatest, one of the best college basketball players this year, if not Duke history. He's up there in the top. I don't know. That's a good question. I should do a top 10 of Duke player, or top 6 of Duke players for Duke. Anyway, might get that later. But anyway, this last but not least play for the 6-pack of the week is literally the definition of sacrificing for the game. This catch was insane.
Thoughts are going. High fly ball down the right field line into that corner, and
Oh, my.
did he catch it? He did. Here's the
Oh my goodness. Man, that's the last thing you want to ever see.
That is definitely the last thing you ever want to see. But that deserved, here, brother. That deserves a fucking standing ovation. I think he wasn't in his home field because, first off, he ran from the damn near the other quarter of the field to catch that. You heard that bang. That bang was live. And my God, he caught the ball. He caught the ball. I think he broke a wrist. If I'm not mistaken, I seen on the news that his wrist was broken or like fractured or some shit like that. So that, man, here, brother. Because, man, what the fuck? And that was 6-pack of the week. And now on to the conversations at the keg. Listen, the show is a little late. I'm a little stuffed up. I'm a little tired. But I had by far one of the best weekends I've had in father-son weekends of all time. We went to the National Wheelchair Basketball Association tournament, especially for juniors, as well as like varsity and JVs and preps and things like that could show up. We were all the way in Richmond, Virginia this year. My allergies, I've never seen any type of pollen like this before in my life. And I've traveled the world. I literally have traveled from Japan to Germany to Iraq, Pakistan, Kuwait, fucking Uzbekistan. I've traveled Iceland. I've traveled everywhere that, well, not everywhere, but I've traveled a lot of places, and I've never seen green pollen. Never. And it has my allergies completely fucked. But watching my son play in the tournament was dope. All the fathers out there, all the moms out there that see your kids play sports or do something, whether it be orchestra, choir, dance, whatever, when you see your kid flourish and having fun and doing things that they like to do. Thank you for watching. This is Beer 30 Sports O'Clock.
This is a Stolen Water Media production.